of our senior grant writers put together on the grant writing process. I won't go through it completely, but you can see how the process flows from when you start all the way to when you submit, and each step in the process that you go through. And again, this is geared towards writing a major, BRIC, B-R-I-C, federal application or a large state application, and the steps and the processes that go through writing those large, a RAISE application, if you've heard of that, big federal U.S. Department of Transportation application. Let's go to the next slide. Identify partners and draft quantitative results. So first bullet point is decide. Decide to hire an outside professional grant writing service or do it yourself. Both are effective, either one can work. Draft expected project outcomes in measurable terms. Draft a timeline that includes the planning phase and the period of searching for funds. Identify partners and develop MOUs or letters of agreement. MOUs, I'm sure you all know, memorandums of understanding or letters of agreement. So the more partners you have, generally speaking, the higher your application is going to be. The more collaborative in nature your project is, the better. The more regional your project is, the better, especially what we're writing. So when we're writing for a city, it doesn't make a lot of sense to the federal and state agencies who are here if 4 or 5 cities that are contiguous to that city are applying and asking for the same exact project. If intuition and common sense would tell us, why didn't those cities get together and do that project regionally and ask for that money together? They're all contiguous, they all need the same money, the project crosses boundaries, the project touches 4, 5, 6 cities. Why are each of them applying for the money on their own, right? Let's go to the next slide, thanks. The proposal, or narrative, right? Concise, persuasive writing and a reasonable budget are critical elements. Read the guidelines, you can see our senior grant writers put 2 exclamation points after that. That's not an accident. Reading the guidelines is very important. The NOFA or NOFO, right? Notice of funds available. Set up a checklist with deadlines and documents needed. And that checklist, at least the way we do it, is we do it backwards from the deadline. So if the deadline's due, let's say the grant's due February 1st, we're gonna say, okay, client, California Consulting, here's what you're gonna do, here's what we're gonna do by January 20th. Here's what you're gonna do, here's what we're gonna do by January 10th. Here's what you're gonna do, here's what we're gonna do by January 1st. So backwards from the deadline, we each have thresholds. What documents do we need from you? What documents do you need from us? First draft of the narrative, second draft of the narrative, third draft of the narrative, and each time we're drafting it, each iteration, it's getting better, it's getting better, it's getting corrected, it's getting, we're going through it, editing it, they're going through it, editing it, etc. Verify your department's website information for federal grants, EIN, IRS, federal ID, employment identification, your Dun & Bradstreet, your SAM, your grants.gov login information, your ORI. So when we started 21 years ago, many grants were hard copies. We had to mail them. 5 copies, certified mail. Not anymore. Almost everything now goes in electronically, under electronic signatures. Grants.gov is the mechanism, the portal for almost all, I could say all, but I'll say almost all federal grant submissions. So learning how to use and navigate grants.gov. How do you navigate grants.gov? Are you registered? Do you have all of your registrations? Are you ready to go? That all needs to be done far in advance. I will say there are companies that will charge you to register you on grants.gov, get you all set up on grants.gov. It's not really necessary. You can do it yourself. With a little bit of research, guidance, there's stuff on YouTube about how to do it. I don't want to say those companies are predatory, but there's really not a reason for you to be hiring a company to get yourself registered on grants.gov. They will try to charge you for it. You should be able to handle that on your own with minimal guidance. USDOJ, I wanted to talk about USDOJ real quick, if we could go back. So USDOJ now has come up with something called Just Grants, and it's about 2 years old. All the time blurs together, but I think it's about 2 years. So you used to be able to submit the DOJ grants on grants.gov. Now you need to submit them on grants.gov, and you need to submit them on Just Grants. 2 deadlines for the same application. So one, cops hiring grant. We write a ton of cops hiring. One, stop school violence grant. One, school community violence prevention grant. One, BWC, body worn camera grant. You know, we do a lot of BJA grants, BSCC, USDOJ, we do them all. All of those DOJ grants have to be submitted on grants.gov, and then separate deadline on Just Grants. Just Grants is a separate portal that's only used by DOJ. Go to the next one. Thanks.